Yeah, I guess you did.
I already told you.
What are you saying? Why don't you just tell me what you're saying? Why do you need to try to distract me with stories and statistics that mean nothing out of context? If you're right, why don't you just tell me what the fuck you're trying to tell me?
Well, you're doing a shit job because you're refusing to listen to me.
I'm not trying to be cute. I'm trying to call you out on these claims that you're making because they're not logical.
That's cute. You're so compassionate. You care about everyone. Everyone is just so damn special. Except people like me.
This sounds like you're invoking heteronormativity and patriarchy rather than making an argument.
Growing up, my dad used to work 11 hours a day, sometimes as much as 100 hours a week, just to maintain a house that was falling apart at the seams. My mother used to work 2 jobs, and she was still home on time to cook for us and clean and tuck us in at the end of the day. My dad was still around to play sports with us and horse around and help us with biology. And that's what makes a family work. Having those 2 parents fulfilling their roles.
No, you take care of their needs and you make sure that this isn't the logical progression of.
So what? You appease the criminals?
You give them the things that they need.
Good. So we agree. The question is, how do we protect those people?
No, it's shameful. And this kind of thing shouldn't happen to anybody.
It sucks? Now who's trivializing? You think that's good enough?
That's awful. And it sucks that it affects the people who have already suffered.
Okay, what about the innocent people? The people from their own communities, their own people within their culture who are clawing themselves out of abject poverty to try to earn something a little bit better for themselves. They find the resources to make a business and they put in the work, and then one person has a bad day and it all comes tumbling down like a house of cards.
Trivializing it does you no favors. It's not a boo-boo.
So you don't have any real solutions, in other words. You just want to kiss the boo-boo and make it go away.
But that's the thing. Anything I suggest is going to revolve around mending the damage done over centuries, malicious and intentional destruction. And you refuse to even acknowledge that those are forces at work that need to be dismantled before we can deal with the problem.
Okay, then I won't ask you about who they are inside. Just tell me what you think we should do about them.
Okay, you can't just say that one culture is worse than another while refusing to look at socioeconomic factors and then claim that the one factor you've allowed for has been logically proven. That's not how that works.
A different culture. And don't ask another question. You're like a child.
And what do you attribute that to?
But you've seen the statistics, haven't you? They commit more crime than is proportional to their population.
Your beliefs rest on false premises, and I'm just trying to show you that.
You're just full of questions, aren't you?
What if you didn't finish school? What if you didn't have enough money to get on the subway?
Well, that's what school is for. And you could buy a newspaper for like $1.
Well, what if, and follow me on this, what if you got all of your information and news and media and philosophy from the internet?
I'd do without them.
What if your job didn't pay you enough to get all those nice things?
Yes, I paid for them with money I earned at my job.
Don't you have a television and computer?
That was for survival. These people, they're taking televisions and computers.
After Hurricane Katrina, there were actually a lot of white looters. We call them scavengers.
You don't see any of those cultures looting, do you?
Which one? I'd imagine there's more than one. There's a ton of white cultures.
No, no, no. I mean as a culture.
I think they're the same as anyone else. Don't you?
Hey, what do you think of black people?